Hello, my name is Praveen Kumar. So I come from a town called Patna. It's actually the capital city of a state called Bihar. So let me tell you something about Bihar. It was actually one of the most advanced state in the ancient India. It was the birthplace of Buddha. So it was the place where Buddhism, Jainism originated basically, and we had world-class universities like in BCs and ADs. So we had Nalanda University, one of the most famous universities in Asia at that time. But unfortunately now in the modern India, Bihar is one of the most backward states, in terms of literacy and other things. But things are changing now, so now it's again going on the rise. And regarding my education, so I come from a middle class family in India. I had my initial education in Bihar, in Patna, and then at the age of 11 I left my family and I moved to Missouri for boarding school, and it was there that I developed my basic skills, because it was a place where we had a very nice all-round development in terms of sports, studies and extracurriculars. So that was like one of the best days of my life, because we had people from all over India, and at a very early age you had to learn the aspects of intermingling with people you don't know, who are very different from their culture, because as you know, in India we have like more than 26 languages, and in my boarding school, which is Oak Grove School, it's actually owned by Indian Railways, and so people from all over India came there to study, and so we speaking different languages from different culture. So at a very tender age you start managing diversity and things like that. So it was like a pretty nice phase of my life where all the developments of the basic skills took place. After that I moved back to Bihar actually for doing my +2, which is like just after high school, so for 2 years, and then I basically moved into engineering, and I cracked into IIT, which is one of the most prestigious institutes of technology in India, and I would say that is like one of the most important point of my career, and till date like the most proud moment in my life, because IIT is a big thing in India. So cracking IITs was really an important achievement in my life. After IIT, so that was my undergraduate for 4 years. I did my undergraduate in mechanical engineering. After that I started working for HPCL, and I worked there for like short duration, but it was mainly in the refinery, and I was involved in the procurement of materials and services. After a short stint in HPCL, I left HPCL and moved to analytics industry. So I was working for MarketRx, which is a pharmaceutical consultancy based in US, and we had an Indian office also. We were basically providing sales and marketing consultancy service to the pharmaceutical consultancies based in US. And over these 2 years, basically, my career priorities changed, and basically I developed interest in finance, and I decided to do an MBA, and that's how I came to ESSEC. Speaking about IITs, it's like one of the best institutes of technology in all over the world. Actually, I don't know, I came across a video which compared Stanford, MIT and Harvard together with IITs. So IITs are definitely like the world's best institutes when it comes to undergraduate technology education. So definitely it has a great reputation, especially in the US. If you know all the big university in technology, they know about IITs, and the big companies they recruit heavily from there. So, and mostly because even the selection criteria are pretty tough. When I appeared for the exam, there were like more than 250,000 people who appeared for the examination, and out of that only 3,000 got selected. So the top 1% of all the engineering aspirants in India, they make into IITs. So the selection process criteria in itself is pretty tough. One of the most, I would say, like the stringent intake ratio if you compare all over the world. So certainly they have great reputation, but given the demand, I think still the number of institutes are pretty less. And because like in India, as you know, the population is growing and growing. Even now we are like second largest, and soon we'll be overtaking China in terms of population. So there's a huge amount of good quality education, and I think still I think IIT are insufficient to cater to that demand. The most important, of course, it is Bangalore. The other emerging city is Hyderabad in terms of technology. There are a lot of big companies there. There is a cyber park in Hyderabad. A lot of efforts were done by the government to promote IT there. So these two, I would say, are the most important ones. Of course, apart from that, you have fringe activities in the NCR region, which is Delhi, Gurgaon, and Noida region, which is in the northern part of India. Bangalore and Hyderabad in the southern India. And then you have Chennai, which is mainly a manufacturing hub, but still you have a lot of IT companies there also. And I think over the future, many IT companies will go to second tier cities also in India, in South India as well as North India. But right now, these are the main technology centers. Bombay is more of the financial center, not much of technological hub. It's more of a financial center of India.